The reality TV world didn't just tremble, it broke apart like glass under pressure. What had been dismissed as whispers and background noise suddenly erupted into chaos that no one could silence. Screenshots, DMs, leaked footage. Every digital crack widened until it split the entire love and hip-hop fanbase down the middle. And at the center of the explosion stood three names: Yandy Smith, Mendeecees Harris, and Mena. For weeks, there had been rumors unconfirmed. Fuzzy, hard to believe. But the truth didn't crawl. It roared when the story broke. It didn't just make headlines, it consumed every blog, every gossip page, every fan forum. And suddenly, the relationship fans thought would survive anything was burning to the ground. After years of trials and tribulations, including standing by Mendeecees through his prison sentence, public criticism, and multiple betrayals, Yandy Smith made the boldest move of her reality TV career. She filed for divorce, not separation, not counseling, divorce. And when fans asked why, only one name echoed through the chaos louder than any other: Mena. This wasn't just an affair rumor or some petty cast beef. This was personal. This was betrayal on a level that cut through every fake smile and red carpet photo. According to multiple sources, Yandy didn't hear it from Mendeecees himself. She didn't get a heads up, a warning, or even a whisper. She found out the same way millions of fans did on her phone. A simple message from a friend: check the blogs, it's everywhere. And it was blurry behind-the-scenes footage, rumors of a trailer hookup, leaked messages that hinted at something way deeper than flirtation. All of it was spreading like wildfire. Yandy sat frozen on the edge of her bed, phone in hand, heart pounding. Each headline stabbed deeper. One blog led with, "Did Mendeecees cheat with Mena? Leaked footage suggests intimacy off camera." Another claimed there were text messages between Mendeecees and Erica dating back weeks, possibly even months. Then came the clip, a grainy behind-the-scenes video showing Mendeecees entering Erica's trailer alone. Normally that wouldn't mean much, but what raised eyebrows and dropped jaws was how long he stayed. 35 minutes. And when Erica emerged, clothes slightly adjusted, her eyes darting toward the crew, lips pressed into a tight line. Fans noticed, producers noticed, the internet noticed. Someone had filmed from a distance. The footage went viral in less than an hour. And that was just the beginning. Fans immediately launched into full investigation mode. Reddit threads lit up with comparisons, timestamps, wardrobe analysis. YouTube channels dropped frame-by-frame breakdowns. Even body language experts weighed in. Some claimed it was all a publicity stunt, just another love and hip-hop scandal to boost ratings. But others pointed to months of subtle signs: flirtatious Instagram comments, interviews where Erica jokingly complimented Mendeecees, and suspicious silence from Yandy on social media. But Yandy wasn't buying the PR stunt excuse, not this time. Because just days before the clip surfaced, things had already begun falling apart behind closed doors. Mendeecees had been distant cold even. He was constantly on his phone, leaving the room to take business calls and snapping at her over the smallest things. Yandy, who had stood beside him through public backlash and private pain, now found herself staring at her phone screen, reading fans' theories about her marriage like it was an open book. And then Erica posted a story, no words, just a video clip from what looked like a doctor's office. In her hand, what fans believed was an ultrasound printout. She didn't speak. She didn't caption it. But in the background, a song played, with haunting lyrics: "I ain't got to say nothing, you already know what it is." That single moment set the internet on fire. Fans flooded the comments. Is she pregnant? That better not be Mendeecees' baby. Yandy needs to run. And how did Yandy respond? With chilling grace. She posted a solid black square with white text that read, "Healing in progress." No tags, no names, just a wall between her and the madness. But things didn't calm down, they escalated. Paparazzi footage hit the internet. Mendeecees entering Erica's apartment complex at midnight, hood pulled up, looking around nervously. He stayed inside for nearly an hour. Moments after he left, Erica was spotted coming out, visibly emotional, clutching her phone like a lifeline. Another leaked clip, another viral explosion. Fans didn't hold back. This isn't a rumor anymore. This is betrayal with receipts. But it wasn't over. A neighbor's Ring camera caught something worse: audio. The voices were muffled, but one line rang out clearly: "She might be pregnant." And then the voicemail leaked, a short, grainy audio clip allegedly sent from Mendeecees to Erica. "I can't keep doing this. I told you it was just a mistake, but you keep pushing like we meant to be something. You knew what this was." Fans compared the voice to old IG lives. It was unmistakable. It was him. And Yandy? She hadn't heard any of it from her husband. She found out the same way everyone else did from the fans. She was in a business meeting when her assistant burst in, phone shaking in her hand. Yandy looked down, saw the clip, and just stared. Then she stood up, walked out of the room, and didn't come back for hours. That night, she erased every trace of Mendeecees from her Instagram. Fans noticed immediately. She deleted every picture. It's real. It's over. She's done. The next morning, Mendeecees tried to spin the narrative. He posted old photos, family trips, wedding day moments, candid shots of laughter and joy. Over each one, he added text, "I know I messed up, but don't act like it was never real." Some fans offered sympathy. Most were not having it. "You didn't care when you were sneaking around. Stop trying to play victim." Erica added fuel to the fire, posting a reel set to a breakup anthem, lip-syncing lyrics about being the upgrade. But what fans noticed most wasn't the lyrics. It was the chain sitting on her dresser in the background, a chain that looked exactly like Mendeecees. Was he living with her? Did he leave it there during a visit? The speculation became unbearable. And then came the leak that cracked it all wide open. An email from Mendeecees' team to VH1 producers begging them not to air footage from 2 months ago. In the scene, caught by hotel security cameras, Mendeecees and Erica are arguing. Her voice can be heard saying, "I'm tired of being your secret. You told me we had a future." The email begged producers to bury the footage. This could cause irreparable damage. But it was too late. The footage was leaked. The internet lost its mind. This wasn't a what-I mistake. This was a full-blown second life. He played both women and both kids behind the scenes. Mendeecees had gone silent. No more social media, no statements, just gone. Sources claimed he was in hiding, trying to repair the damage. But even people within his circle started turning their backs. One family member posted, "Sometimes your own blood disappoints you the most. I pray for the kids caught in the middle." Meanwhile, Yandy was moving differently. She wasn't posting drama. She was making power moves. She removed Mendeecees from their joint business ventures, rebuilt her team, canceled filming. Then came her announcement, a documentary. Title, "Still Standing, More Than Love." It would be raw, unfiltered. Her journey, her heartbreak, her healing. Pre-orders sold out within 24 hours. Streaming platforms rushed in. And just when fans thought they'd seen it all, Erica posted her pregnancy reveal. White dress, hand on belly. Caption, "New beginnings, grateful for the journey." She didn't tag Mendeecees. She didn't need to. Fans did it for her. Then came the final piece of audio, a private call. Mendeecees' voice, panicked. "Why would you post that now? We haven't even talked about how we're handling this." Erica's reply, "I'm done hiding. I carried your secrets long enough. It's long enough." And just like that, it was done. The truth was out. The baby was real. The betrayal undeniable. And Yandy, she filed for legal separation, not just emotionally but legally. It was no longer about marriage. It was about protecting herself, her brand, and her children. Her next Instagram post, a photo of her journal, a pen, and the words, "Sometimes love isn't enough, but self-respect always is." She wasn't just surviving, she was winning. If anyone thought the storm had passed, they were wrong. Because what came after the divorce filing wasn't just a breakup, it was a reconstruction of an empire. Yandy Smith wasn't just walking away from her marriage. She was walking into her next era. And she was doing it with precision, with fire, with silence louder than screams. But behind the scenes, Mendeecees' Harris was crumbling, completely. While fans flooded Yandy with support, Mendeecees found himself abandoned by his inner circle, blacklisted by brands, and ghosted by once loyal friends. His phone, which used to ring nonstop with offers and praise, now stayed quiet, his IG inbox filled only with blame, memes, and reminders of everything he lost. And worst of all, many believed he still hadn't told the full truth. He's spiraling. One Love and Hip Hop insider said, "He's not just ashamed, he's scared." Even producers didn't know how to handle it. Meetings of VH1 turned chaotic. The ratings were through the roof, but the emotional toll was undeniable. There were conversations about editing him out of upcoming seasons entirely. Some execs felt it was too toxic to continue. Others believed the audience deserved closure, even if that meant letting Mendeecees face the fire on camera. But he wasn't showing up. He wasn't texting back. He wasn't filming. He wasn't talking. Instead, all eyes turned to the sit-down between Yandy and Erica, the now infamous face-off that fans had only seen glimpses of. No one expected it to be so raw, so stripped of glitz, so unforgiving. When it aired, it instantly became one of the most powerful scenes in reality TV history. No music, no filter. No fake tears. Just Yandy and Erica, sitting in a quiet room, with a neutral mediator who barely had to speak. The tension was thick, the pain unfiltered. Erica spoke first, her voice shaking. Eyes damp. "I never wanted it to happen like this. I told him it was wrong, but he told me you didn't care anymore, that you weren't the same, that you didn't love him. I believed him. I should have known better. Yandy didn't move. She sat still, like stone. Her silence was louder than Erica's confession. But when she finally did speak, her voice was razor sharp. You weren't just some girl. You were around my kids, you knew me. You looked me in the face. You laughed with me, you played with my children, and you still did that? Erica's eyes filled again. She tried to explain. But Yandy cut her off. This isn't just betrayal. This is layered deception. And while I can't rewrite what happened, I can control who stays in my life moving forward, and neither of you. Make the cut. The quote shattered the internet. Fans clipped it, posted it, meant it, printed it on t-shirts. The line, neither of you make the cut, became a rallying cry for women everywhere who had ever been betrayed by someone they trusted. Yandy's brand transformed overnight from reality star to revolutionary, from cast member to movement leader, and still Mendeecees stayed silent. But he was watching, and according to insiders, he was unraveling behind the scenes. He had tried reaching out through mutual friends, tried getting through to Yandy, but she was done, cold, focused not on revenge, but on peace, on protection, on rebuilding. One mutual friend reportedly delivered Yandy a message from Mendeecees, asking for a private meeting. Yandy's reply, I don't need apologies, I need peace. Then came the next tremor. Erica gave birth, quietly, without fanfare. No big announcement, just one soft photo of a tiny baby's hand. The caption read, my greatest lesson. That's all it took. Fans exploded again. That's his baby, right? This story just keeps getting darker. Erica didn't respond to the chaos. She stayed quiet. But that silence spoke volumes, and Mendeecees, still gone, no statement. No post. No denial. Just an empty profile where a father used to be. Then, another shock, an anonymous leak of a new text thread between Mendeecees and a third woman, a Mr. Y figure. The messages were dated just weeks before the Erica scandal broke. In them, Mendeecees flirted, complained about the stress at home, and promised to get out of the situation soon. The internet erupted all over again. Wait, how many women were there? Erica wasn't even the only one. This wasn't a mistake, this was a lifestyle. The revelations painted a darker, more disturbing picture. Mendeecees hadn't just cheated, he had created an entire second identity, juggling lies, promises, and emotional manipulation behind the scenes while preaching loyalty on screen. Brand deals canceled, sponsorships gone, support evaporated. Even some of his family members had turned their backs. A cousin posted a cryptic message on Facebook that read, you never really know someone until they show you who they are. And while his world burned, Yandy thrived. Her healing campaign took off. Her documentary trailer racked up views in the millions. She launched a podcast, wrote a book. Every appearance was met with applause, every quote reposted, every step she took forward became a blueprint for women reclaiming their power. In one now viral interview clip, she said, I used to think love was the most powerful thing in a relationship, but now I know it's respect, it's truth, and when those things disappear, love becomes dangerous. Fans weren't just watching, they were cheering. She wasn't just surviving, she was leading a movement. Then came whispers that Yandy was seeking full custody of the children. Nothing official had been filed publicly, but insiders claimed legal meetings were happening behind closed doors. Friends said she was determined to shield her kids from the chaos. And while Mendeecees remained off the grid, VH1 producers scrambled. There were internal debates about whether to bring him back for a final on-screen moment. Some argued the audience deserved to hear his side, others feared the backlash. As of now, his return remains uncertain. But even if he does show up, the court of public opinion has already made its ruling. Because Mendeecees wasn't just caught in a scandal, he became a cautionary tale. And Erica? She's begun pivoting. Sources say she's launching a YouTube channel documenting her motherhood journey. Fans are split. Some say she's cashing in, others say she's finally living in truth. Either way, people are watching and she knows it. Meanwhile, Yandy continues to rise. New endorsements, speaking engagements, a tour for her wellness brand. She didn't just leave a marriage, she left behind a version of herself that accepted less, that doubted her worth, that stayed silent to protect someone else's image. In her final interview for the season, she looked straight into the camera and said, this isn't the end of my story. It's the beginning of a new one, and this time, I'm writing it with no edits. The screen faded to black, but the impact, permanent now. The questions remain. Will Mendeecees ever return to explain his side? Will Erica's new journey bring redemption or more backlash? Will Yandy's transformation become a model for women navigating betrayal in public and private? One thing is certain, the truth didn't just come out. It broke everything in its path. And from the rubble, Yandy built something stronger, herself.